Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Kupp now on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Manning. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
at the Saints' 16-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This returnable for Cup.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Manning. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Manning. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And he finds Gronk.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage
This will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
McCaffrey will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they run heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Again on second down, it's Stroud.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ready.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And
this was an extremely one-sided first half.
Charles
One
Davis,
team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Throwing now is Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
So after the INT, it's Manning. This is caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Stroud now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate what...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Ready. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now Stroud. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Okay, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 74 yards.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and goal.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.